Hey guys, Bob here, aka Mr. Reef Safe, and today I'm going to clean my Neptune Apex probes.
In this case, I'll be using citric acid to clean the probes, but vinegar will work as well.
Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is pulling out my probes because they have gotten all sorts of calcium buildup on them and other things, dirt, and I want to pull these things out so I can get them cleaned. I'm just going to pull the whole thing out and give you a little bit of a close-up here if I can. So you can see how the ends of the probes are all got buildup and growth on them. Alright, so I have my citric acid bath sitting here. I would not suggest doing this as a general rule, but for the sake of the video I wanted to put it up here so you can see it and see what I am doing here. So it's on two of the baffles, and basically the citric acid is going to just clean up anything that's on there, any kind of deposit. I do use two-part. I use soda ash and calcium chloride, and that's how I maintain my calcium alkalinity in my tank. And so there can be buildup on things, you know, like the pumps and heaters and whatnot. And in this case, I've got some growth on here, some dirt on here. It's only been up for about just slightly less than 3 months, but you can see how there's already things growing on it. There's some previously alive feather dusters that were on there. This should all be able to be cleaned up in about 10 or so minutes. Alright, so my probes have been in the citric acid bath now for about 20 minutes. I had to go do something else, so it took quite a bit longer than I had anticipated. But I'm expecting these things to clean off really easily, and if you look at that, just one swipe over it, and it has come pretty well clean. The outside of the probes are fairly clean. There's a little bit left on them, but if you can see, right inside, there's some stuff still on there, so I got as much as I could out, and I'm gonna put it back in to soak a little bit longer. Okay, so they're all clean now. I had to use a toothpick to get into the actual probe to get really in there. You can see there's still a little bit of stuff left, but that should not affect anything. I'm going to put this back in now. And in a few moments, we will check the readings just to make sure that everything is working right.
So this is what my Apex was showing when I first realized I needed to clean my probes. You can see where the spikes down were showing there was something wrong. After cleaning the probes, I gave it a calibration in the Neptune calibration solution packets. After calibration, I waited a few days, and as you can see, the spikes are gone and everything is reading normal again.
So in the interest of honesty, I want to tell you that while I was cleaning the probes, I first tried using a Q-tip to get inside of it, and I broke my salinity probe. I learned that after I put it back in the tank, so I was able to clean it. I used a thin, flat toothpick to get in the other probes, and I had to replace my salinity probe. I've got a loaner with me right now, and I have a new one that will be here in a few weeks. So unfortunately, I did break that, so when you clean your probes, understand inside those plastic tubes, it is glass and it can break. And if you're going to use a toothpick, make sure it's flat and be very careful. Thanks guys, I'm Bob, aka Mr. Reef Safe. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.